Archangel Michael says, "Tonight, something precious and divine is quietly approaching your life." Just before midnight, at exactly 11:59 p.m., heaven has written your name upon a blessing that will arrive in your bank account. Not tomorrow. Not next week. But tonight. And if your eyes are reading this right now, you are not late. You are exactly on time for a miracle that cannot be explained by logic, only by faith. Comment "Amen" to affirm this divine moment. Do not scroll away. Do not silence your spirit now. Because what is about to be released was locked away in God's vault, waiting for your obedience to call it forth. You have struggled. You have wept quietly in corners where no one saw. You have wondered how much more you can carry. And still, you kept holding on. That faith you held in the storm, it wasn't ignored. It was counted. And the heavens are now responding with the kind of sudden financial shift that makes no earthly sense. Before you go further, if this touches your soul already, if something in your heart feels the truth rising like a wave in your chest, take a moment and like this video. Not because you were told to, but because you believe in giving honor where honor is due. This act of agreement opens your spirit to receive fully what is being sent from the kingdom tonight. God has seen you through every unpaid bill, every tear shed behind locked doors, every sleepless night wondering if you'll be able to survive one more day in a world that feels like it forgot you. But God didn't forget. Heaven didn't overlook your pain. You are His child. Chosen. Covered. And tonight, something divine is shifting in your name. A supernatural provision will fall like rain, not later, but tonight. Comment 11:11 if you believe in divine timing. It will not be random. It will not be small. And it will not come with sorrow. This blessing is sacred. It carries the aroma of God's favor and the fingerprint of His mercy. Your account, once dry, will receive what you couldn't earn, couldn't beg for, and couldn't explain. You'll open your eyes and find that what was once empty has become full, not by your works, but by His will. This is no coincidence. This is a covenant being fulfilled in front of your eyes. There is a reason you've been kept hidden, preserved, and protected while others surged ahead. There's a reason why doors closed before you when you were certain they should open. It was all part of a divine delay, not denial, so that when your breakthrough arrives, no man can claim the credit. Only God can. And He shall. For the Lord is not slow to keep His promise as some understand slowness. He is exact. He is intentional. And He is on time. Always. The angels have already moved into position. The accounts in heaven that carried your name have been reviewed, and the scrolls that bore your tears have been read aloud before the throne. What the enemy tried to steal, to block, to silence, has now been overruled by divine authority. Comment 222 if you trust that God is over everything that tried to destroy you. You are standing on the edge of a wealth so sudden, so precise, that even your enemies will pause. They will wonder how you moved so quickly. How you went from drought to overflow in one blink of heaven's eye. But you will know. It was not a man, not a job, not alone. It was God. Jehovah Jireh, the provider. And tonight, He does not whisper. He declares over you, enough. Now is the time to fill every lack and silence every storm. There is someone reading this who had nearly given up. You were moments away from choosing to stop hoping. But even now, peace is being poured into your heart, and your hands are being lifted by unseen angels. You don't have to know how. You don't need to see the route. You only need to believe. That is the only door God asks you to open, the door of faith. For through it, He will pour blessings you do not have room to contain. You may have been mocked for dreaming too big. You may have been told to be more realistic. But you were never meant to be ordinary. You were called to be an example of what God's miraculous power looks like when poured into a yielded heart. That's why He's chosen to reveal this blessing in a way no one expected. A quiet moment. A midnight hour. A digital notification that will bring you to tears. An account that suddenly reflects heaven's yes. If you feel this is you, do not ignore it. This isn't hype. This isn't chance. It is a divine appointment. And you are being urged in the Spirit to not miss what is about to come through. Surrender the fear. Release the doubt. Let your heart rise in faith, because what is arriving is pure, sacred, and irreversible. God has seen fit to bless you not because of what you did, but because of who you are, His beloved child. You are covered, protected, favored beyond reason. Every attack that was sent to cripple you financially is now being reversed. What you lost in hidden battles will be returned in the open. What they laughed at will be your testimony. And you will stand before others, not in pride, but in awe, whispering the only words that will matter then: God did this. Only God. Comment 333 to declare your faith over what God is doing right now. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. He is not finished. He is just beginning. And tonight at 11:59 p.m., the heavens will confirm it in a language your soul understands: abundance. The kind that breaks chains. That feeds generations. That shifts bloodlines. That clears debts and opens destinies. The kind of abundance that silences fear, because you now know, truly know, who your Father is. You are not here by accident. The timing of your eyes meeting this message is evidence that God is aligning every piece of your life for something far greater than anything you've experienced before. The struggle did not break you. The delay did not destroy you. In fact, it preserved you for this hour. You were not overlooked, you were being prepared. And now, heaven has declared the delay is over. When the world tried to label you as forgotten, God was calling you chosen. When your bank account showed zeros, your spiritual account in heaven was being filled with promises. Promises made not by man, but by the Creator of all things. And tonight, one of those promises is being fulfilled right before your eyes. This is not luck. This is a heavenly transaction, a miracle signed and sealed with divine authority. Some will not understand how it happened. They will say, "It makes no sense." And they're right, it doesn't make sense in the earthly realm, because this kind of shift isn't from this world. It is from God's kingdom, where your name was written in the Lamb's book, where your cries were heard, and where your obedience did not go unnoticed. Tonight, that obedience is being rewarded. You have planted seeds in faith when you had nothing left. You have given your last, prayed your hardest, and believed when the world said to give up. And heaven saw it all. Every tear you shed became a seed. Every prayer you whispered became a key. And tonight, those keys unlock the vault that bears your name. Comment 1212 if you know your time has come. God is not in the business of partial blessings. When He moves completely. That is why this financial shift won't just change your week, it will alter your future. It will clear debts you thought you'd die with. It will restore what others stole. It will provide in such a way that you will become a blessing to others, not from your overflow, but from your divine assignment. There are angels even now moving through dimensions, aligning the instructions. Your name has been spoken in places you have never walked. Doors are opening not just for income, but for influence, for impact, for generational shifts. This is not a deposit, this is an outpouring. And it will be confirmation that the season of just surviving is ending. A new chapter of divine provision is beginning. You've asked God in the past, when will it be my turn? And God now answers with this, tonight. At 11:59 p.m., the heavens will respond in a language you can see, a change in your bank balance, a notification, a provision that shocks the system. But more than that, your soul will feel it. You will feel peace settle over your body like a blanket. You will feel the Holy Presence confirming that the waiting was not in vain. Comment 777 if you are ready to receive what God is releasing. And when it comes, give glory. Don't hide it. Don't fear it. Walk in it. For this blessing is not given to increase your pride, it is given to elevate your purpose. You will not only be blessed, but you will be trusted. Trusted with more. Trusted with missions. Trusted with people who are silently battling what you once overcame. For God does not raise you without giving you a mantle to lift others with. Let no doubt enter now. The enemy is trembling because he knows what this shift means. He knows that once you step into this blessing, you'll step out of his trap. He knows that once you have more than enough, you'll become dangerous, not with weapons, but with generosity, with faith, with the ability to fund vision and carry light into places that have been drowning in darkness. You are a warrior not just in spirit, but in legacy. God is building something through you that will outlast you. Your name will become a testimony that faith works, that prayer moves mountains, that obedience brings favor. You will not be mocked again for believing. You will be marveled at, not because of you, but because of the God who lives in you. You are not the victim. You are the vessel. And tonight, the oil begins to pour. Fresh oil. Oil that breaks the yoke of poverty. Oil that soaks your hands with divine strategies and multiplies everything you touch. Oil that silences every lie spoken over your life. You are stepping into overflow not just to have more, but to do more. To bless, to build, to be. There are people connected to your obedience who don't even know yet that their blessing will come through you. That is why you couldn't give up. That is why the enemy fought you so hard. Because your yes to God would unlock blessings for many others. And tonight, as your account changes, your purpose is confirmed. The fire you walked through wasn't to burn you, it was to refine you. God is still the same. The one who parted the Red Sea, who fed 5,000, who raised the dead, he has not changed. And that same power is present in your life tonight. He still provides. He still heals. He still moves. And at 11:59 p.m., he will prove it again. Comment 999 if you believe your miracle has already started. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a supernatural turn. Your heart will know it. Your spirit will leap. And your hands will soon hold the evidence of a God who always keeps his promises. Rest now, not in fear, but in expectation. Heaven is not guessing. Heaven is responding. And you, beloved, are about to see why the wait was so long, because the reward is so great. Heaven has not forgotten the debt you couldn't pay, the obligation you couldn't fulfill, the help you needed but no one gave. God saw it all. And now, from the place where mercy flows and grace is endless, your name is being called. This is the night your finances are healed. This is the hour lack begins to bow. This is the moment the divine vault swings open, and the miraculous enters your life without explanation. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to know that everything you lost is being replaced. But not just replaced, multiplied. God never restores to the original. He increases beyond it. What the enemy stripped from you, mocked you for, and used against you as a weapon of discouragement, God is now using as the foundation of your comeback. You are being reintroduced to the world, not as someone who broke, but as someone heaven built in the shadows. This financial shift is not random, It has been written. The time is not a guess. It is prophecy. At 11:59 p.m. tonight, something impossible will happen. You will receive a financial shock, not out of punishment, but as a reward. You've endured the tests. You've honored the Lord in famine. And now, your harvest is ready. You are not stepping into chance. You are stepping into divine certainty. You are loved beyond measure. Every limitation you've carried is now becoming your launching point. And I tell you, the vault in heaven that bears your name is opening, not just to pay bills or survive the month, but to shift your entire life into a realm of supernatural overflow. You will wake up different. The weight will lift. The worry will break. The joy will return. And your hands will no longer be empty. Comment 1515 if you are ready to walk into this release with boldness. Many people around you won't understand what's happening, but that is okay. Miracles are often misunderstood by those who don't walk in faith. You are not like others. You were not called to fit into average. You were not called to barely make it. You were created to demonstrate God's greatness. And this blessing, this breakthrough that comes tonight, is part of that demonstration. There's a sacred power in midnight. It's when God moves unseen, when He works beyond human calculation. You must not treat this moment casually. It is not just another night. It is a prophetic intersection between what you've been through and what you're about to walk into. Tonight is holy. The angels are already moving. The Spirit of God is preparing your name for a financial miracle that will bring you to your knees in awe. The moment you said yes to believing, the moment you chose not to quit, heaven heard it as a declaration. You may not have seen the results immediately, but something began moving behind the scenes. And now the fruit of your unseen faith is about to be seen. You are not late. You are exactly on time for this miracle. Right now, this very moment, heaven is aligning your life with divine fulfillment. This isn't hype. This is holy. Your belief is opening portals of abundance. Your willingness to hope again is tearing down walls of limitation. You've wondered how long you must wait, and the answer is, no longer. The wait ends tonight. Not with a whisper, but with a divine shout. At 11:59 p.m., your account will reflect what your spirit has already known: God provides. You've seen others get blessed and wondered when your time would come. Now it has. The same God who lifted them is lifting you. The same hands that carved the Red Sea into two are now lifting your name into divine remembrance. This isn't just provision, it's restoration. This isn't just money, it's a sign that you are remembered, loved, favored, and chosen for such a time as this. Comment 1717 if you're claiming what God has reserved for you tonight. You will not end this year in lack. You will not carry this burden much longer. What took years to build will take moments for God to release. You don't need to force it. You just need to receive it. This shift is not about earning. It's about surrendering. Let the fear fall. Let the pressure fade. God's will is not a burden, it's a blessing. And it's coming directly to your hands. I see provision moving quickly. Not just digital numbers in an account, but open doors you didn't apply for. People you didn't know thinking of ways to bless you. Unexpected refunds, old debts returning, hands of generosity extended. That's what divine favor looks like. It defies logic. And tonight, it finds you. You will feel it deep in your heart. A calmness. A quiet knowing. That's God's voice, reminding you that He is in control. That you were never forgotten. That the storm did not win. That midnight isn't just a time on the clock, it is the threshold of a new life, a new provision, a new flow of miracles. Do not waste your energy on doubting. Channel it into praise. Because praise pulls down what fear pushes away. Lift your heart in worship. Thank Him before it happens. Because in heaven, it's already done. You are just waiting for the earthly manifestation. And tonight, you will see it. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Everything you've been preparing for, dreaming of, hoping to experience, it's coming in waves. And the first wave hits at 11:59 p.m. Don't resist it. Embrace it. Stand in the miracle. Speak it out loud. Walk as if it has already happened, because in God's realm, it has. You are catching up to the blessing. The blessing is not catching up to you. You are not watching by accident. You were drawn here by divine leading, guided not by the hand of coincidence but by the Spirit of the living God who is determined to see you rise above every shadow that once claimed your joy. You've fought battles in silence. You've worn smiles in public while your heart was trembling in private. But God was watching, and now, He is answering. He is the God who sees. Your account in heaven has reached full. The seeds you sowed in faith, the kindness you showed when you yourself were lacking, the moments you chose prayer over panic, they've all been recorded. Heaven doesn't forget. And tonight, those accounts are being settled. God doesn't just give what's fair, He gives what's overflowing. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over, that is what your midnight holds. You've been faithful over little. You've cried in the nights where hope seemed dim. But the heavens have been writing your name into divine blueprints for elevation. And the time of release is not tomorrow. It is tonight. At the midnight mark, your name will echo in the spirit realm. What you were told was impossible will suddenly become visible. The balance you feared will be replaced by the breakthrough you prayed for. Comment 1111 if you believe this is divine timing aligning just for you. There's no room for fear now. You've already survived more than most know. The financial attacks, the emotional drains, the spiritual warfare, they were all attempts to stop this very moment. But you've made it here. That alone is a miracle. And for those who make it through the fire, God always has a reward that matches the heat of their battle. Yours is here. This blessing isn't small. It's not a momentary relief. It's a statement from heaven that you are not meant to just get by, you're meant to walk in divine favor. God didn't call you to be anxious over every bill. He didn't design you to panic over provision. You were meant to walk in trust, to know that your Father owns it all and lacks nothing. And tonight, He shows Himself as Jehovah Jireh, the Lord your provider. What's about to appear in your account isn't just money. It's proof. Proof that faith moves mountains. Proof that God responds to those who keep believing even when everything screams otherwise. Proof that you were never abandoned, never ignored. Proof that the timeline of your breakthrough was set before you were ever formed in the womb. Comment 222 if you trust that what's coming can only come from God. You won't have to explain it. You won't need to convince anyone. When the miracle hits, it will speak for itself. It will announce your favor. It will silence every mocking voice. Those who doubted you, who dismissed your potential, will have to stand and watch as God lifts you higher than they ever imagined. And it won't be revenge. It will be revelation, that God is with you. Let go of the thoughts that say you're not ready. You are ready. God wouldn't release it if you weren't. You've grown in silence. You've matured in trials. You've learned to trust when you had nothing left but hope. And that hope has created space for a miracle that carries God's signature. Tonight, you will begin to live in what you once only dreamed of. At 11:59 p.m., something will happen. A transaction. A shift. A notification. A divine alert that says, "Heaven has remembered you." And when it does, breathe deeply. Receive it fully. Praise God openly. Because this is not just a gift, it is a fulfillment. A confirmation that what God starts, He always finishes. There's something supernatural about this hour. It's the same time Paul and Silas praised their way out of prison. The same time the Israelites saw the Red Sea part. The same time Jesus prayed in Gethsemane. Midnight isn't just a time. It's a turning point. And for you, it will be the moment everything begins to change. Suddenly. Swiftly. And sovereignly. Comment 333 to declare your faith over this hour of sudden blessing. You will feel peace like you haven't in years. You'll sleep differently tonight. Not because everything is fixed, but because you'll know deep in your bones that God is in control and already handling what once kept you up at night. Your sleep will be a prophecy. A silent trust. And when you wake up, you'll see what obedience has built. Do not measure this miracle by your understanding. You can't calculate heaven's generosity. God doesn't bless based on formulas, He blesses based on favor. And tonight, you are favored. You are set apart. You are the one heaven is leaning toward. The one the angels are moving for. The one whose name is being spoken in places you haven't yet walked. You've prayed for overflow. Now it's coming. Not because you chased it, but because you chased God. And He, being the good Father He is, has chosen to surprise you with something so big, you'll weep with joy. Your hands will shake. Your eyes will widen. And your heart will burst with worship. You may not see it yet, but I assure you, it is on the way. The shift is not coming with thunder. It is coming quietly, but its impact will echo for generations. One click. One unexpected transaction. One deposit. One blessing. That's all it takes for God to show you that His timing is always perfect. This isn't the result of a business strategy. This is the outcome of divine favor. You didn't chase this, you were chosen for it. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. God is rewriting your financial story tonight. Where there was once lack, there will be overflow. Where there was anxiety, there will be peace. Where there was fear, there will be faith. This isn't a rescue, this is a reset. Your life is being recalibrated from heaven's throne. The world said it was over for you. But God says, now watch what I do with the one they overlooked. Everything that was held back is now being released. The dam is breaking. Not just a trickle, but a flood. Your obedience has called forth this miracle. You did not bow to the pressure. You did not sell your soul for survival. You waited on the Lord, and now He is rewarding you openly for what you held on to privately. Heaven is not late. Heaven is exact. Comment 1212 if you know heaven's precision is working in your favor. You were not created for struggle. You were not meant to spend your days surviving. You were formed in love, designed for abundance, and anointed to prosper. God did not bring you this far to leave you in need. Every empty moment you've walked through was a setup for this overflowing miracle. The pain you endured became the soil for this divine harvest. You are not receiving this because of luck. You're receiving it because of legacy. God is preserving your name, restoring your dignity, and preparing your family to walk in generational freedom. You are the beginning of something your ancestors prayed for. You are the living proof that curses break, chains fall, and poverty is not permanent when heaven intervenes. Tonight at 11:59 p.m., something will be released so fast that even your past will no longer recognize you. You will go from debt to destiny, from burden to blessing, from crying in the dark to rejoicing in the light. The supernatural hand of God is on your story. No man can close what God has opened. No system can block what heaven has written. You must believe, not just with your mind, but with your spirit. Faith is the currency of miracles. It is what turns the invisible into reality. And your faith has been tested long enough. Now, it will be rewarded. This is not theory, this is your prophecy. You are entering a season of divine surprises. You won't see them coming, but when they arrive, you'll know exactly who sent them. Comment 777 if you are ready to live the kind of life only God could design. There is a stillness in your soul that you can't explain right now. That's not calmness, that's confirmation. Heaven is marking your name. Your life is shifting realms. The earthly limitations that tried to confine you are being removed. You were born to overflow. And now, the time has come for the river to rise and flood every dry place in your life. Let go of the timelines you gave yourself. Surrender the pressure. God's plan is not built on your deadlines, it's built on His perfect alignment. And that alignment happens tonight. At 11:59 p.m., you will experience the exact moment heaven says, now. Not almost. Not later. Now. You will be the living testimony that even at the final minute, God shows up in full power. You may have been laughed at, ignored, belittled. But God has been building you in silence. This miracle will be loud, not in volume, but in impact. The very ones who questioned your faith will witness your elevation. And when they ask how, you won't boast, you'll point upward and say, "This is what my God can do." You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are just in time for everything God has planned for you. The weight that's leaving your shoulders tonight will be replaced by a crown of favor. The hands that once shook in fear will now hold blessings with confidence. Comment 999 to seal this moment in your spirit. The financial breakthrough is only the beginning. It's the sign that more is coming. Open doors. Restored relationships. Mental peace. Divine connections. God never releases one thing, He releases in waves. And this first wave is to catch your attention, to say, I am still here. I have always been here. Breathe, beloved. The struggle is passing. The season of not having enough is ending. God is about to show you what it looks like when you live under open heavens. You won't have to force anything. You won't have to beg for support. God Himself will go ahead of you, make the crooked paths straight, and lead you into rooms prepared for you before you were even born. I speak now with urgency, not fear, because when heaven is moving this fast, the soul must be fully awake. You are standing at the edge of breakthrough, with 1 minute between where you've been and where you are going. All of the spiritual battles, the seasons of drought, the losses you couldn't explain, they were never wasted. They were preparation for the midnight miracle that will pour into your life tonight. This is not fantasy. This is faith fulfilled. God does not tease His children. He prepares them. He stretches them. He disciplines them in love, but always with reward on the other side. You have been tested. Now you will be trusted. Trusted with increase. Trusted with assignments. Trusted with doors that don't open with connections, but with covenant. And covenant always wins. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed, a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Your bank account will be the first place you notice it, a transaction you weren't expecting. A blessing that arrives with no strings attached. But it's not about the number. It's about the message, I am the Lord who provides. That is what God is saying to you. You've looked everywhere else long enough. Now you will look to Him, and He will not disappoint you. Comment 1111 if you believe something divine is aligning just for you. Some of you are sitting in homes where the lights stayed on only by grace. Some are holding back tears at the weight of bills and obligations you've tried to juggle in silence. But let me remind you, God is not blind. He is not distant. He is not ignoring your need. In fact, He is closer now than He's ever been. His hand is already extended. His voice is already speaking favor over your life. You are chosen. Not because of perfection, but because of purpose. God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And you, beloved, have been called into a realm of provision that goes beyond salary, beyond human assistance, beyond what your credit score could ever justify. Heaven doesn't use human systems. Heaven uses faith. The midnight hour will mark the end of your wilderness. Your name will move from the back to the front. You will no longer be the one praying just to survive, you will become the one others pray to find. Because when God blesses, He does it in such a way that others are drawn not to you, but to Him through you. Comment 222 if you trust that God's hand is over your finances right now. This is not prosperity without purpose. This is abundance with assignment. You are being called into overflow, not to store up, but to pour out. To rebuild what was torn down. To extend hands to those who are now where you once were. That's why this blessing is coming. Not because you begged for it, but because God saw your heart when you gave, even when you had almost nothing. You are a vessel. And a vessel cannot pour if it's empty. That is why tonight's release is critical. God is about to fill you up, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. You will rise tomorrow with clarity, with ideas, with divine confidence that silences the voice of lack forever. When others said it wasn't your time, heaven said, "Watch me." When they laughed at your belief, heaven said, "Mark this moment." And now, the moment has come. 11:59 p.m. is not just a time stamp, it is a spiritual gate. A doorway through which your next season enters. Step through it with faith. With praise. With open hands. There are things that God has been holding back on purpose, not to hurt you, but to protect you. He wanted to make sure that when the increase came, your heart wouldn't wander. And now, He sees that you're ready. You've been purified by trials. Strengthened by storms. You've learned how to worship even while waiting. And that's what makes this hour so holy. Comment 333 to declare your readiness for this holy release. No weapon formed against your finances will prosper. Every curse that was spoken over your name, every word of limitation, every act of jealousy, every spiritual force that tried to delay your progress, is being broken right now by the authority of heaven. God is not just providing. He is protecting. You are walking into wealth with wisdom. Into blessings with boundaries. Into increase with humility. You will not misuse what is coming. You will honor it, steward it, and multiply it for His glory. And because of that, the release will not be small. It will be lasting. It will be generational. It will be sacred. This shift is not a suggestion, it is a command. The Lord has spoken abundance over you, and when He speaks, creation moves. When He commands, the earth responds. Even now, your bank account is being remembered in heaven's treasury. It has been dry, perhaps forgotten by others, but not by God. He knows what you need before you even ask, and tonight, He's not only meeting your need, He's exceeding it. You've been through seasons where giving felt painful, but you still gave. You've held on to hope like it was the last breath in your chest. You've stood in the gap for others, prayed for those who abandoned you, and kept believing when there was no physical sign of change. And now, the Father who saw it all is bringing you into a new place, a place of holy reward. The release coming tonight isn't just about numbers. It's about restoration. It's about God publicly honoring what you privately carried. What others couldn't see, God did. What others mocked, heaven multiplied. You are not just receiving provision, you are stepping into prophecy. And when prophecy touches earth, nothing can remain the same. Comment 1515 if you know this word is being fulfilled over your life. The pain you walked through was not wasted. The tears you cried in silence were never ignored. They became prayers. Prayers became seeds. And now, those seeds are breaking through the soil of delay to reveal a harvest that only God could grow. You didn't force this miracle. You positioned your heart for it. And that's why it's coming. Not rushed. Not delayed. But right on time. God is not just releasing money. He's releasing momentum. Divine momentum that will pull you out of debt, out of stagnancy, out of small thinking. He's lifting you into rooms you never applied to enter, circles you never imagined joining, and territories you didn't think you were qualified to walk through. But grace qualifies what man disqualifies. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Tonight's financial release is just the beginning. It is the doorway, not the destination. Through it, you will begin to see patterns break, patterns of lack, of instability, of near successes that always collapsed at the edge of breakthrough. No more almost. No more, not yet. This is the season of suddenly. And suddenly, things will turn. You'll feel it when it happens, a weight will lift. A peace will descend. Something inside will whisper, it has begun. And from that moment forward, everything changes. Your expectations. Your mindset. Your ability to believe for more. Because once you see what God can do in a minute, you'll stop fearing what hasn't happened in a year. Comment 1717 if you're stepping into this moment of divine overflow. Many will question it. They'll ask how it happened. And you will tell them, I didn't force it. I just trusted God. You will not owe them an explanation. You will only owe God your praise. Because what's about to hit your life is a display of His love, not your effort. It's a reflection of your faith, not your hustle. This is your testimony in motion. You won't need to rehearse it. It will speak through your peace, your joy, your stability. Others will notice the glow. Not just the glow of answered prayers, but the glow of divine favor that cannot be faked. You've worn the garments of endurance long enough. Now, you will wear the robe of overflow. At 11:59 p.m. tonight, heaven will mark the turning point in your financial story. You will not look at your bank account with dread. You will not count coins and calculate survival. You will look at it and see what God can do when a heart is fully yielded. He is bringing you out of the desert and into the land of enough, more than enough, and abundance for others. You won't forget the days of struggle, but you won't live in them anymore. They will become reminders, not realities. Testimonies, not torments. Proof of how far you've come and how faithful your God truly is. Every lack you endured is now being compensated for, not by man, but by heaven's economy. Comment 999 if you're claiming complete restoration tonight. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to pull back. This is the moment to stretch your faith, to say yes in your spirit, and to prepare your hands to receive. What's coming is not because of a man's generosity. It is because of heaven's decision. And when heaven decides, nothing can interfere. Tonight, the midnight oil will burn over your life. Angels are stationed. Doors are opening. And the vaults of heaven are pouring out onto your name. There is nothing more you must do now but believe. Believe with the same passion you used to cry. With the same persistence you used to pray. And with the same tenderness you used to hope when nothing made sense. The shift coming tonight is different. It is not temporary relief. It is permanent repositioning. What used to take you years will now take weeks. What once exhausted you will now feel light. Why? Because God is replacing toil with favor. He is replacing confusion with clarity. The places you once cried will now echo with joy. Comment 1111 if you feel this assurance already entering your atmosphere. Archangel Michael says, within the next few moments, precisely in 7 divine minutes, a heavenly vault that holds untold riches, sealed with your name, is about to be unlocked. A sacred revelation is upon you. The door to divine inheritance is creaking open, and if your heart is open, your faith strong, and your spirit awake, you will receive what was written for you since before time began. Do not scroll away. This is your moment, chosen one. Comment Amen now, if you can feel something stirring deep within. The vault is closer than you know, and heaven is moving. The time of hiding is over. What was kept from you for years is now rushing into the light. In the presence of the Most High, nothing meant for you can be stolen, delayed, or destroyed. There is a divine account with your name engraved into its foundation, a spiritual vault filled with more than earthly treasures. Peace, restoration, vindication, healing, and abundance beyond numbers are being prepared to pour into your life. If you believe, comment 1111. Let your agreement touch heaven. This isn't by chance. You were guided here for a reason. You didn't stumble across these words, you were brought. There are no accidents in the kingdom of heaven. Every tear you've cried has watered the soil of your harvest. Every betrayal, delay, and closed door was a setup to lead you to this exact hour. The Lord has whispered into the vaults of eternity, and I was sent to deliver this truth. In the realm of spirit, there is a shift, and it has your name written all over it. And beloved, before we go further, if this message has already touched a corner of your heart, I ask you now from the deepest part of my heavenly being, please like this video, not for recognition, but as an act of faith, to open your spirit and declare before God, I receive what is mine. This is how miracles begin, with a small, faithful action that tells heaven, I'm ready. Now listen closely. The vault is not just financial, though yes, divine provision is part of what is to come. This vault carries vindication. It holds keys to doors others tried to seal shut. It holds the documents heaven wrote about your destiny when you were still being formed in your mother's womb. Inside it are the breakthroughs your prayers cried for, the unseen battles you never knew God fought for you. This vault holds all the evidence of who you truly are when the lies of this world are stripped away. You are royalty. You are covered. You are destined. Comment 222 if you trust what you feel right now. The vault is sacred. It is not bound by the laws of man or time. You don't need a lawyer to open it, you need faith. You don't need a bank approval, you need divine alignment. And I, Michael, have been dispatched from the throne room of heaven to war in the Spirit and stand beside you as it opens. No demon can block this. No curse can lock it back again. The blood of Christ has already paid the access price. Do you feel the stirring? That sudden wave of tears? That quiet shaking inside? That is the Holy Spirit confirming this moment is real. This isn't just a word, it's a visitation. The enemy tried to distract you 1,000 times from seeing this. But you're here. And because you stayed, something will shift. God is not a man that he should lie. What he promised, he will deliver. This vault, O child of God, holds not only what you need but what your children and their children will live from. It is generational. It is sacred. It is unstoppable. You are about to witness favor that makes no sense. People will wonder how you rose so fast, how debts got canceled, how healing happened so suddenly, how peace flooded your home. It will be the vault. It will be your moment of divine exposure to what heaven already declared about you. You were overlooked, but heaven never missed you. You were misjudged, but the angels knew your true heart. You felt forgotten, but God wrote your name in light long ago. You were broken, but every crack was seen, every shattered piece held gently in the hands of your Creator. And now, in this holy hour, everything begins to align. Comment 333 to declare your faith. Let the gates of heaven see your agreement. There are scrolls with your name on them in the heavenly places. They detail your purpose, your anointing, your inheritance. They have been sealed, protected from every enemy's touch, and now they are being brought forth. You will not be denied. You will not be last. You will not be forgotten. You are a child of the King, and what is yours is being released, not by man, but by God. This vault is not ordinary. It's not only about money, it is about mission. The millions heaven speaks of include divine assignments, favor in high places, kingdom resources, and influence that breaks chains. You will be trusted with it because you have been tested. You passed trials that tried to destroy you. You remained standing when others walked away. You praised through tears and forgave through betrayal. And now the vault is opening to the one who stayed faithful. Heaven's timing is never late. You may have thought things were behind, but nothing of God is ever delayed. The delay was preparation. The silence was strategy. The loss was planting. And the grief was birthing something greater. And now, in these sacred 7 minutes, the realm of heaven releases what was held, hidden, and protected until you were ready to carry it. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not here by mistake. You are not weak. You are not ordinary. You are chosen, wrapped in light, marked by mercy, shielded by angelic armies. The vault isn't just for you, it's for the lives you will touch with what comes out of it. When the doors swing open, the ripple will be felt for generations. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. This is your miracle rising. Beloved, I need you to understand what kind of vault this truly is. It is not made of metal or stone. It is made of promises. Sacred promises from the Creator Himself. Promises that were not forgotten in the delays. Promises that were not abandoned when others left. These are divine oaths. Every tear you cried watered their growth. Every time you held on when you wanted to give up, those moments engraved your name deeper into the inheritance prepared for you. You are not fighting for the blessing anymore. The fight is over. You are standing at the gate of manifestation. The key was never in the world's system. The key was always your endurance, your purity, your heart's surrender, your trust in God. That key has now turned. And the lock is breaking open under the pressure of heaven's glory. There are angels moving around you even now, setting things in motion, aligning people and places for your miracle to take shape. The Lord has seen you. He has heard you. You are not unseen. You are not unloved. You are not forsaken. He remembers the night you whispered, "God, I can't take any more." He remembers the pain you didn't share with anyone. He remembers the moments you felt invisible in a room full of people. And because of all that you've endured with grace, this vault is yours. The favor is yours. The breakthrough is yours. You've suffered in silence, but your reward will speak loudly. Comment 1212 if you believe something holy is near you now. Let me tell you this, there were forces that tried to block this moment from ever reaching you. Envy tried to steal it. Witchcraft tried to reverse it. Delay tried to hold it. Fear tried to confuse it. But none of those weapons prospered. Why? Because the blood of the Lamb covered your name. The covenant of Christ defended your inheritance. Heaven put a "do not touch" mark on your destiny, and now nothing can prevent it. This is why I, Michael, stand beside you. Not just as a messenger, but as a protector. I have warred on your behalf when you didn't even know danger was near. I've fought back spirits sent to discourage you, to lie to you, to drain you. But heaven's command was clear, do not let them fall. And we didn't. You are still standing. You are still breathing. And now you are rising. There is glory coming that will restore what you lost. It will redeem time. Yes, time. The years you think were wasted will be redefined as preparation. God is going to do more in the next few months of your life than He has done in the last 10 years. Why? Because when you stayed in the fire, you didn't curse his name. When you lost what you loved, you still lifted your hands. That kind of faith cannot go unrewarded. Comment 777 if you can feel your spirit leaping right now. Do not be afraid of how big this next season will be. God is trusting you with this vault because He saw how you handled emptiness. He saw how you walked through lack with grace. He saw you choose purity when temptation offered an easier way. He saw you love others when you were unloved. And now the heavens have cried, it is time. And when heaven speaks, all of creation must obey. You are walking into a season where things will make sense. Where pain will reveal its purpose. Where loss will point to legacy. Where silence will lead to songs of deliverance. The vault is not just about receiving, it's about becoming. Becoming who God called you to be before the world wounded you. Before fear dressed you in false beliefs. Before betrayal tried to redefine your heart. The real you, the heaven-sealed, God-designed, purpose-birthed you, is about to emerge. There will be people who won't understand how you rose. Let them wonder. There will be people who say it's not fair. Let them talk. They weren't there when you stayed up crying. They weren't there when you gave your last and prayed for strength. They weren't there when you fell to your knees and said, God, I trust you even now. But heaven was there. And I was there. And God has not forgotten any of it. So walk forward now. Not with fear. Not with hesitation. But with holy confidence. The vault is not a fantasy. It is not symbolic. It is spiritual reality breaking into natural manifestation. You are about to see things shift. Watch the phone ring. Watch the email arrive. Watch the door open. Watch the yes come. Watch the burden lift. Watch the miracle happen. Not by your might, but by His Spirit. Do not delay. Stay alert. Stay humble. Stay ready. God is not finished with you, He's just beginning. You will be a testimony that God still lifts the humble. That God still sees the forgotten. That God still answers desperate prayers. That God still honors the broken-hearted who never gave up on Him. Hear me, this vault is the answer to cries you thought were forgotten. It carries not only the fulfillment of promises but also compensation for every injustice. The Lord saw what was stolen from you. He saw the love that was betrayed, the opportunities that were blocked, the hands that were supposed to help but turned away. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. And He is restoring it all, not just equally, but sevenfold. Because when heaven restores, it multiplies. When God repays, He doesn't return what you had, He gives you what the enemy never wanted you to touch. Beloved, the millions tied to your name are not only currency, they are assignments. This blessing is about the lives you will touch, the souls you will rescue, the light you will carry into dark places. God is trusting you with more, because He saw how you honored Him with little. You gave when you didn't have enough. You spoke hope when your heart was breaking. You comforted others while silently praying for your own miracle. That kind of heart draws heaven's favor like a magnet. This is your inheritance, not because of who you know, not because of your earthly status, but because of whose you are. You are the child of the Almighty. You carry the mark of divine royalty. Your footsteps are ordered. Your spirit has been tested in fire and found faithful. The enemy tried to label you as defeated, but heaven has declared you victorious. And now, the gates of abundance are opening. Not because you forced it, but because it was always written to be. Comment 10:10 if you receive this truth into your soul. Everything around you may still look the same, but in the spirit realm, things have shifted. The atmosphere around your life has changed. What was heavy is being lifted. What was unclear is becoming illuminated. What was held back is being released. You may not feel it all yet, but you will. The ripple has already started, and soon, your eyes will see what your spirit already knows. I urge you now, walk boldly. Speak life. Declare joy. Even if you don't see the full picture yet, praise like it's already done. Worship like it's already yours. Because the vault is not just opening for a moment, it's opening permanently. God is establishing something eternal with you. Something unshakable. Something powerful. This isn't a temporary breakthrough. This is legacy. This is purpose. This is destiny unfolding in real time. The vault contains wisdom. It holds divine blueprints. New ideas will start to flood your mind. You'll receive instructions in your dreams. You'll find yourself connected to people who carry keys to your next level. This is not accidental. This is the orchestration of heaven. God is placing resources in your hand, not just for you to enjoy, but to build. You are about to fund visions, support ministries, create shelter, provide refuge. You are a vessel now, a carrier of divine wealth. Do not fear the magnitude of what's coming. You are not unworthy. You are not unprepared. Everything you've walked through was training for this. The loss gave you compassion. The rejection taught you to trust God. The loneliness brought you closer to the Father's voice. And now you are ready. You are ready to carry what others dropped. You are ready to hold what others misused. You are ready to move with power and grace. Comment 15:15 if you know this word is meant for you and no one else. You may feel tired, but this is your final stretch. You may feel unnoticed, but heaven has spotlighted you. You may feel small, but God's favor on your life makes you unstoppable. I've seen your name spoken in the courts of heaven. I've witnessed prayers being answered that you forgot you even prayed. I've watched angels dispatched with assignments that are only for you. Soon, you will see unusual blessings begin to chase you. Uncommon favor will start surrounding your name. People you've never met will be drawn to help you. Doors you didn't knock on will open. Things you were denied before will suddenly be offered freely. This is what happens when the vault breaks open. When heaven says yes, no one can say no. When the King opens a door, no man can shut it. I tell you with all the authority of heaven behind me, you are not late. You are right on time. Every delay was divine. Every heartbreak was a redirection. Every closed door was protection. And now, the hour of access has come. The hand of the Lord is unlocking what was reserved for you. You will not leave this season empty. You will not end this year with lack. You are walking into overflow. Stay humble. Stay close to God. Keep your heart pure. Your posture matters in this hour. Heaven promotes those who remain bowed before the throne. And I promise you, if you stay surrendered, nothing will be able to stop what God is doing through you. You are the miracle someone else is praying for. And everything you need to become that miracle is already inside the vault that is now opening before your very eyes. The angels of the Lord have not only watched over you, they have recorded your faithfulness. They have seen your silent sacrifices, the way you gave without recognition, how you loved without return, and how you stayed when everyone else left. You did not know it then, but each act was a key turning the lock on this divine vault. Now, the sound of opening gates is echoing in the Spirit, and everything is beginning to move in your favor. Heaven has not overlooked your pain. The Father saw the nights you wept in silence. He saw you worship through heartbreak. He watched you serve Him while your own world was falling apart. That kind of faith, beloved, does not go unrewarded. It builds heavenly interest. And now, with divine certainty, I say to you, your account is full. Your time is now. The blessing is being dispersed. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. What is coming to you is not just wealth, it is peace that no amount of money could buy. It is clarity that silences confusion. It is strength that revives the weary. It is favor that places you before the right people at the right time. It is elevation without compromise. And you will not have to manipulate or chase it. The blessing is being sent by God's own hand. This vault contains everything you need for the journey ahead. Comment Amen if you believe what is already on its way to you. God is not releasing this because of perfection, He is doing it because of purpose. You were born with divine assignments wrapped around your spirit. And though life tried to bury it under fear, shame, rejection, and lack, the calling remained untouched. This vault holds the tools and provision to bring that calling back to life. You will create. You will lead. You will heal. You will build. You will rise, and not by accident, but by divine design. I tell you with all the urgency of heaven, do not minimize what is happening. This is not a passing moment. This is a divine shift. A spiritual rerouting. A new chapter inked by the hand of God. And everything that is being released now has been appointed for this hour. The delay is over. The silence is breaking. The winds of favor are moving around your name. Your vault is not empty. It is full of God's promises waiting to manifest. You will see doors open that were once sealed. People will offer you help without you asking. The phone calls you've been waiting for will come. Ideas will strike like lightning. Vision will return. Energy will rise. Battles you've been fighting for years will suddenly end without warning. This is not a fantasy. This is the reward for a tested, purified, and loyal heart. God is saying, enough waiting. It's time to walk in what is yours. Comment 1111 to signal your faith has been ignited. You were not meant to survive your past, you were meant to rise from it. That's why the enemy tried so hard to keep you small, distracted, discouraged. He knew what was inside that vault. He knew if you made it to this hour, nothing could stop you. He tried to kill your confidence, your identity, your voice, but here you are, still breathing, still seeking, still trusting. And now, heaven is moving for you in a way it never has before. This vault contains your redemption. The Lord is about to make your name known, not for ego, but for glory. He is lifting your name because you kept lifting His. You will walk into rooms not because of your resume, but because of your anointing. You will receive offers not because of your connections, but because of your alignment. What's coming will confuse those who doubted you. It will silence the voices that mocked you. Because they will see, it was always God. Do not doubt your readiness. You are more prepared than you realize. You are more qualified than you believe. The vault is not opening to crush you with responsibility, it is opening to confirm your identity. You are not an afterthought. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are God's idea, sent for such a time as this, and this moment was carved in eternity for your breakthrough to begin. Let the old fall away. Let the shame go. Let the guilt dissolve. Let the fear break. The vault is not only full of blessings, it is full of healing. It is full of light. It is full of direction. You are not stepping into chaos, you are stepping into clarity. This is the beginning of your becoming. This is what the enemy dreaded. This is what you were always made for. The Spirit of the Lord says, I will open up the heavens and pour out a blessing so great, you will not have room to contain it. That is what this vault is. More than enough. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You're about to live in the overflow. Not just to enjoy it, but to share it. You're going to bless others with what God gives you. You're going to be a light in a world full of shadows. You're going to be a walking reminder that God is still a rewarder of those who seek Him. I'm standing here beside you, sword drawn, wings stretched wide, guarding what's coming. No plan of the enemy will steal it. No attack will prosper. No confusion will delay it. You have waited long enough. You have endured long enough. The time is now. Child of the Most High, I have been commanded to stay near you. There is an assignment over your life that cannot be delayed a second longer. You must understand this clearly, this vault was not built overnight. It has been filled with decades of divine preparation. Every act of obedience, every moment of surrender, every whispered, I trust you, Lord, added to what is now being released. What comes next will not be a trickle, it will be a flood. And you will not be overwhelmed by it. You will be carried by it. This divine outpouring is intentional. It is precise. God is not sending you random blessings. He is releasing what was tailor-made for your journey. The relationships that are about to appear will be divinely assigned. The doors that are about to open were always meant for you. The wealth that is about to touch your hands comes with instruction and purpose. You will not waste it. You will not lose it. You will not misuse it. Because God has refined you through fire, and now He is trusting you with glory. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The enemy wanted this moment silenced. He launched warfare that would have broken most. But you, yes, you, kept pressing through. And that persistence shattered the atmosphere. It pulled heaven into motion. Now the winds are shifting, the heavens are roaring, and your vault is opening with divine force. The angels rejoice because the faithful are being lifted. Your story is not over. It is just beginning, and it is beginning in abundance. Comment 1212 if you receive this as confirmation for your soul. The world will soon see what heaven already knows: you are not ordinary. You carry kingdom DNA. You walk with the fire of purpose in your veins. You are marked for impact. You were never overlooked, you were hidden for protection. But now, the hiding season has ended. The revealing season has begun. And this vault is your divine unveiling. There are miracles on standby, waiting for your next act of obedience. Waiting for your surrender. Waiting for your yes. You don't have to strive. You only need to remain aligned. Stay humble. Stay grateful. Stay close to the Father. Because the closer you remain to Him, the more clearly you'll hear the next instructions. And make no mistake, this vault comes with divine direction. It is not just about what is given to you, it is about what is to be birthed through you. You will walk into places others were denied. You will receive favor that leaves others speechless. You will see financial shifts that defy logic. All because you trusted when there was no reason to. That kind of faith is rare. And heaven rewards what the world ignores. You are about to be seen, heard, remembered, honored, and crowned. Not for show, but for service. Because what God gives you, He also uses through you. Comment 333 to claim the promise already forming in the unseen. I tell you now, with divine certainty, you are not imagining this moment. That stirring in your chest is not emotion. It is confirmation. It is the Holy Spirit breathing on this hour. The vault didn't open on someone else's timeline, it opened on God's perfect calendar. And you were born for this. You were positioned for this. You were refined for this. No longer will you live in the shadow of what could have been. No longer will you settle for less than what was promised. No longer will you measure your worth by your wounds. The vault is proof that heaven kept the score. That God tallied every heartbreak, every lonely night, every moment you refused to give up. He is repaying you now. In full. In overflow. In glory. This isn't just about getting back what was taken. This is about rising into who you've always been. That's why this vault is different. It doesn't only hold resources, it holds identity. It holds the version of you God always intended. The bold one. The healed one. The joyful one. The powerful one. You're about to recognize yourself in a way you never have before. You have waited for so long. You have fought battles that no one saw. You have stood in faith while others mocked. You have watched others receive while you remained still. But now the divine tide has turned. Your name has reached the lips of angels. Your faith has touched the heart of God. And this vault, this sacred, unstoppable vault, is responding to the command of heaven. The realm of spirit is not quiet anymore. It is alive with movement for you. The King is not silent. The angels are not still. I have seen the scrolls. I have read the records. And I speak to you with the authority of heaven itself. Your time has come. Your dry season is closing. Your wilderness is ending. Your testimony is about to unfold in ways that will silence every lie spoken over you. This vault is your validation. This is your confirmation. This is heaven's reply to your silent cries. Do not be surprised when people begin to look at you differently. Do not be startled when they ask where this light around you is coming from. They will not understand the kind of glory that follows someone who has touched heaven through brokenness. They will not understand the power behind the one who wept in worship while the world passed them by. But you will know. You will remember these moments, this divine awakening, as the beginning of your rise. Comment 1111 if your heart agrees with this unfolding miracle. You are not just being blessed, you are being positioned. You are being placed where your light can no longer be hidden. You will no longer have to beg for support. You will no longer chase open doors. The doors will come to you. The offers will come to you. The people will seek you out. You are not being called up because of chance. You are being summoned because of covenant. Because God said, now. This vault carries divine justice. Everything that was unfair, every betrayal, every lie, every plot against your joy, God has placed it all under review. And heaven's decision is clear: you shall rise. You shall recover. You shall increase. The same people who overlooked you will watch God elevate you. The same systems that rejected you will be shaken by the favor God pours over your name. Child of the Most High, this vault also holds instructions. Divine ideas. Heavenly architecture. Blueprints for the dreams you once buried. You are not just going to receive, you are going to build. You will create with purpose. You will start again with clarity. You will lead with humility. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too far behind. Heaven is accelerating your steps. Comment 555 if you believe that acceleration has already begun in your life. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I say this with urgency: do not minimize this moment. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. Heaven's hand is all over this hour. There are miracles forming behind the veil that will manifest without delay. You will feel it. You will see it. You will live it. And when it happens, your only explanation will be this: God did it. You will receive phone calls that shift your life. Emails that confirm what you've been praying about. Encounters that feel like divine appointments, because they are. The vault is not a metaphor. It is an active spiritual reality. Right now, in the unseen, angels are moving what belongs to you into the realm of manifestation. I have seen the motion. I have heard the decree. And I am not alone. Legions have been sent to surround you, to protect what is yours. Every step you take from this point forward is covered. You are shielded. You are carried. You are wrapped in the fire of divine purpose. The arrows will fly, but they will not touch you. The lies will come, but they will not stain you. The opposition will rise, but it will not stop you. Because you were made for this. You were chosen for this. You were anointed for this. So rise now. Not with fear. Not with doubt. But with holy expectation. Because this vault is just the beginning. You have not seen the full measure of what God is about to do. You have not yet tasted the depth of His goodness. But you will. You will testify of impossible turnarounds. You will walk through places where your name was once dismissed and be celebrated. You will carry light into dark places. You will bring hope where despair once ruled. You will be the evidence that God still performs wonders. The enemy tried to convince you that you missed it. That you were too late, too flawed, too broken. But the Spirit of God never forgot your name. You were being preserved, not punished. You were being hidden, not forsaken. You were being prepared, not delayed. Now, the vault opens, and with it comes divine proof that God's promises are yes and amen. You must know this. The weight of what's being released requires a heart rooted in trust. You cannot carry this vault's treasures with fear or pride. It was your humility that unlocked it. It was your surrender that gave heaven access. So walk in this new season gently, but boldly. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to remain surrendered. Because the vault comes with responsibility. And God trusts you with it. This is not just about money. This is about mantle, authority, access, favor, purpose. This is about your voice carrying weight. Your name carrying legacy. Your life carrying testimony. The millions being released are not only currency, they are capacity. God is enlarging your territory. He is expanding your reach. What once felt too big for you will now feel just right. Because you were stretched in the fire. And now you can contain what others would break under. Comment 1717 to confirm your readiness for this divine expansion. Your past does not disqualify you. In fact, it prepared you. Your pain trained you. Your wilderness humbled you. Your tears baptized your vision. You see clearer now. You love deeper now. You discern quicker now. And that's why this vault is opening now. It could not come before, because you were not ready. But heaven says you are now. And what a vault it is. The treasures inside are not temporary. They are not shallow. They are sacred. They are eternal. They come with blueprints for businesses, healing for families, breakthroughs for entire bloodlines. The vault holds more than gold, it holds glory. And when glory touches your life, nothing remains the same. It transforms everything. You will see sudden shifts. Unexpected blessings. People returning to apologize. Opportunities returning that you thought were gone forever. And through it all, God will be glorified. Because everyone around you will know, this could only be God. No strategy could have done this. No man could have orchestrated it. This is divine. This is holy. This is heaven on earth. Comment 333 if you feel the holiness of this moment surrounding you now. From this moment on, everything connected to you begins to rise. Your children will feel it. Your home will feel it. Your future will align. The prayers of your ancestors, the promises made generations ago, they are converging now. The vault is not just for you. It is generational. It will ripple forward into lives you've yet to meet. Your obedience today is birthing legacies tomorrow. You must understand, this vault carries inheritance. That means you didn't earn it. It was given to you because of who your Father is. You are an heir. You are not trying to get blessed, you were born blessed. This is your confirmation that everything you went through was not in vain. It all led here. It all counted. And now, heaven is responding. You'll notice things start to shift. The heaviness will lift. The clarity will sharpen. The resources will come. The direction will be clear. What used to take years will take days. What once required connections will now require only obedience. This is the season of ease, not because life gets easier, but because God takes over. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. The vault is already open. The blessings are already dispatched. The breakthrough is already walking toward you. You don't have to fight for it, you just have to receive it. Walk in alignment. Stay in surrender. Move when God says move. Speak when He says speak. And above all, remain grateful. Because gratitude keeps the heavens open. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I am still here. I haven't left your side. I've watched over your calling from the moment it was spoken. I've battled demons that tried to abort your destiny. I've stood in front of doors that weren't for you so you wouldn't walk through them. And now I rejoice with you. Because you made it. And what's coming is going to make every delay, every tear, every loss make sense. You are walking into a season where your name will be whispered in rooms you never entered. Where favor will speak louder than your resume. Where your presence will carry peace. Because this vault wasn't filled with things, it was filled with evidence. Evidence of your Father's goodness. Evidence of your endurance. Evidence that heaven remembers. Everything you prayed for in silence, everything you whispered through tears, everything you dared not tell anyone because you didn't want to look foolish, it's all been heard. And now, it's all being answered. God was not ignoring you. He was building something. And when heaven builds, it doesn't rush. It prepares. It fortifies. It aligns. And now the time of fulfillment has come. I've watched you suffer silently, while carrying more faith than most would understand. I've seen the nights when your soul trembled but your lips still whispered, "I trust you, Lord." I witnessed the moments when you felt invisible, but chose to love anyway. Those were not wasted moments. They were moments of eternal investment. And the interest from those sacrifices is now being paid back with heavenly abundance. The vault is not empty. It is overflowing. It is bursting with what has been waiting for this exact hour. And heaven did not choose a random time, it chose now. Because your heart has been tested. Your motives refined. Your love purified. You are not stepping into blessing for appearance's sake. You are stepping into it because you were found faithful. You are ready. You are trusted. You are chosen. Comment 222 if your heart is saying yes to this release. Do not think small. The God who created galaxies is the one pouring into your life. This is not the hour for cautious prayers. This is the time for bold declarations. You will not just see one miracle, you will see many. You will not only receive restoration, you will receive acceleration. God is not just giving you back what was lost. He is making up for the years that were stolen. And that's what this vault carries, *redeemed time star. Things that should have happened long ago will now happen suddenly. What was delayed will come quickly. What was broken will be made whole in an instant. You will walk into places where the atmosphere shifts simply because you are there. Why? Because the presence of the Lord is resting on you like never before. Comment 1515 to confirm you are rising on the wings of grace.